Listen to the wind in the junipers and the tales of the shifting, whispering sands.
Only Bitcoin stands alone, outside of securities regulation, as long as it is not controlled by humans who have the ability to change or control it or its exchange in any way. Bitcoin has been defined by Securities and Exchange Commission and the Internal Revenue Service as property. There are no restrictions on the ownership of trading of property anywhere in the world. Only infringements such as taxation, restriction of movement, or the inflation or deflation of their value as compared to fiat currencies. There are two schools of thought out there. One is, don't buy Bitcoin until you understand it. The other is, buy some Bitcoin until you understand it. I personally subscribe to the latter. It has worked for me. Experience is the best teacher.
I got this job in 21 that I hoped would pay the bills. With the higher price of groceries, we can't afford the frills. The price of gas to feed my truck is climbing every day, and the interest on my mortgage makes it really hard to pay. When banks began to fail, stocks began to slide. It was harder now than ever to find a place to hide. I tried to find a place where I could put some cash away, so I looked at bank deposits and my 401k. But everything was up and down and off and on the wane. I found it hard to trust the banks in Wall Street just the same. But then I found a private place to keep it to myself, and Bitcoin made for me a way to avoid financial hell. Thank God for Nakamoto, thank God that I am free. The choice I make is now my own responsibility. I'm thankful for my freedom and for my agency, knowing that my savings are in my own custody. The central banks had lost their hold on our economy. Now the bankers' Ponzi schemes were easier to see. So I bought a private wallet on a website that I found, and I socked away some Bitcoin in my private underground. I started hodling when the price was only 16K. When I looked, my Bitcoin nearly doubled. Now today, my CD almost stayed the same with 5% per year. Real inflation ate the interest, and the dollar was a bear. So now I'm sleeping well at night with Bitcoin socked away deep in my private wallet with no human hands to play. With my Bitcoin savings that's been growing, by the way, and my private keys that always keep the greedy hands at bay. Thank God for Nakamoto, thank God that I am free. The choice I make is now my own responsibility. I'm thankful for my freedom and for my agency, knowing that my savings are in my own custody. I'm thankful for my freedom and for my agency, knowing that my Bitcoin and my savings are in my own custody.
This is Ike Pickett signing off for now until next week. Have a great day and sleep well tonight, knowing that your savings are in your own custody.
Listen to the wind in the junipers and the tales of the shifting, whispering sands. Wild horses on the run into the setting sun and the smell of the leather in his hand.